Rest in peace, Angela Bofill. What can I say about this woman? Back in the day, I was introduced to her like as I was to Phyllis Hyman. And to hear her voice, just like Phyllis Hyman's, was like, wow. Let me say something. You know, these record companies back in the day, there were always some incredible talents. They just didn't mess with the label heads the way they wanted them to. They didn't politic themselves out. They didn't shuffle. They didn't buck dance. They didn't do the shine and grin. And so sometimes there are people's talents that didn't get where it's supposed to. She's a great example of it. Angela Bofill was a vocal beast, talented, could sing anything, you know. And one of the few, when I mentioned the late great Phyllis Hyman, Angela Bofill was one of the few people that could get on stage with Phyllis Hyman and could riff with. I said riff. I didn't say just sing. I said riff. I mean doing jazz scales and riffing, blues, gospel, could riff, popular R&B. You don't get people who can just do stuff like that unless they got the goods. You got to have the goods to produce it. You have to be a certain type of talent to make that thing happen like that, to make that thing work. And she was that, you know. She passed away. She had been sick for quite a while. And it was very, I still was her guy about the news last night. But I got so many memories. See, if you came around a certain time period and you heard artistry of a certain way, that's what you reflected on. You're like, you remember because those were artists that didn't get their due, but they made an impact on you. And it wasn't something that you necessarily had to go look to the charts for, but you had that record collection. You heard them songs, you're like, oh yeah, that's a singer, that's an artist, you know. And I listened to her stuff and it just moved the soul. See, the live performances move the soul, So you're not gonna necessarily see her mention with some of the others, but she was one of the best to ever do it. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I mean, like, I listened to her music and she could hang. It's just a lot of politics involved. The thing doesn't always hit the top of the charts. It always a move. Does not mean that said person wasn't great or good. There's just as a lot of politics in the industry. But rest in peace to Angela Bofill. Present thoughts are with her family, friends, and fans worldwide. She was a musical treasure.